1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna fight 'em all. A Salvation Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone.
Welcome to Gotham Music Schools. So we're going to look at Seven Nation Army, which is from the Rockschool syllabus of 2019 for their acoustic grade 1. Quite surprising to find a rock song like this in an acoustic book at grade 1, but it's a really fun song and just sounds fantastic, so you're going to really enjoy this one. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is look at the main pattern, the main riff that is played throughout a lot of the song, which goes like this. Right, let's take a closer look at the fingers. Alright, this is the first part of the song. It forms the introduction and most of the verse, and it goes like this. So we're going to start with our first finger on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is an E note on the D string. We're going to play that a couple of times before we play the G string underneath that open, and then come back to that E note where our first finger is. So we've got our first 4 notes, which will sound like this when played properly. Okay, then we take that finger off and play the open D string before playing the 3rd fret on the 5th string, our A string, with our 2nd finger, and then following that with the 2nd fret with our 1st finger. So we go down a fret there. Alright, so we've now got 7 notes. Seven Nation Army, 7 notes. Coincidence? I'm not sure. Anyway. Alright, so once we've got that down, we're coming into the end of the verse, building into the chorus. And this build starts on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, so the top string there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we play that 8 times. The way to count this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we just play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, before we return our first finger to the same note we've been playing on that 4th string, which is the E note. So 4th string again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2nd fret. But this time we play that 4th string and the 5th string here open, so we end up with this sound, which is an A5, sometimes called a power chord, an A power chord, but it's an A5 chord. So we have this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So notice that one stops on 4, so we're only playing that 7 times there. So without that gap in the middle, 1 and 2 And if we stop on 4, that gives us just a little bit of time to then get our fingers down to the bottom string where they're going to have to start the next section. Now we're heading into the chorus. So the chorus starts on the first string and we play the open string twice, the E note, before playing the 3rd fret, which is the G note on the same string, and then taking that off and playing the E note again. So we've got the first 4 notes. So you should notice straight away that actually the rhythm is exactly the same as the first section. In fact, the notes are exactly the same as well. We're just playing them higher up on the strings. Okay, so we've got the first 4. Then we need to play the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, the D note. And then on the same string, the C note on the 1st fret. And then open 2nd string is a B note. So we just end up going down the guitar neck like that. 3rd fret, 1st fret, and an open string. Okay, the rhythm. So that D's pretty quick, so you have to, let me just move my hand a bit so you can see that better. That D's pretty quick there, so you have to be ready for that. Okay, so nice and slow it goes. Let me do that again to make sure you can get a good view of what the fingers are doing. I'll just move this way. Obviously your finger movements don't need to be anywhere near that big. I'm just exaggerating so you can see where my fingers are moving. Okay, now there is a variation on that theme, a variation, a slight change to it, in which we have this section. The first 4 notes are the same. Then 3, 1, 3, 1, 0 on that 2nd string. And then you should notice there's a couple of little dots at the end of that bar, so we have to repeat that whole section. So we end up playing . Before returning to the build that we used earlier, up on the 6th string, on that 3rd fret, the G note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we finish by moving that first finger up 1 string to the 5th string and playing both the 6th and that 5th string together. So again, just that build at the end, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And that's it, that's the end of the song. And that's it, that's all there is to the song. Only those 3 main parts really, so just get on there, practice it lots and lots. Make sure, if you've got the book, which you should have, make sure you also download the music, because you really need to play along with that music lots and lots to get really familiar with it. So when you go into the exam, you're ready and you know you're going to do a great job. Also well worth getting hold of an app that you can use to slow that music down, so when you're learning it, you're not always trying to keep up with the music. So a good one that I use is AnyTune Pro. Really good, really cheap. There's a free version too actually, so you know, no excuses for not trying that one. Right, that's it. It's been Goffer Music Schools. Good luck with your exams. Remember, check out the other videos we've got as well if you're taking your Rockschool exams, because we'll have plenty of lessons on all that stuff as well. Alright, thanks for watching. See you soon.